Yeah, well, normally when you win your last game, you kind of get that playoff entrance. But today it was kind of playing our match and focusing on what we had to do, trying to get that win to get into playoffs. But it came down to another team actually getting the win in 5 sets. It was Douglas versus Camosun there, so that kind of put us in a really good, fortunate spot in the tiebreaker. We have either one or two more sets won than Camosun, so we should be battling that fourth spot regardless if they win or not. So it's been kind of crazy to have a season end in such a tight events really. Like you kind of have some clear cut positional places for playoffs and whatnot. So just to have so much uncertainty was kind of like, I guess, unsettling for the guys, but at the same time I think did a really good job tonight, just being resilient and just focusing on the task at hand, 1 point volleyball and 1 point mentality and being present. And yeah, they definitely did what we did in training, which is kind of fun. Yeah. Honestly, I think for anybody, when you kind of go down two sets to nothing against the number one ranked team in the country and probably the best team in our conference, it's really easy to shut down. And I think the guys talked about these words: resilience, grit, being stoic, and I think they showed that tonight. It's hard to go and battle, especially when even the beginning of those sets in the third and fourth weren't super favorable at times. And then it is the quality of a good team who's going to go all the way or win a championship or at least give yourself a playoff contention to be resilient, because we know volleyball games are best out of five. Anything can happen. You see reverse sweeps all the time, being up 2 sets and then getting 3 sets against you, kind of like what happened to us against Camosun a few weekends back. But I think having that was actually really good for our team, because now you realize, okay, at any point in the game, somebody can turn it around. All it takes is one play. So I kind of always tell my guys, hey, you have a chance to make a difference and go out there looking to do so, and I think they did that tonight. Well, honestly, they got those two big guns out there. They have Diego and Dylan. They're really good out-of-system players, and they're obviously big athletes with big jumps and big shoulders. But honestly, kudos to those guys over there too. They've had their ups and downs in the season, and they still somehow manage to close out sets and close out games. And just regardless of what happens in the match, they kind of come out, screaming at the end. And they did that again tonight, and we saw it. But it's not something that we're not used to. We have a lot of guys in our gym at the same time who do similar things. So it's something that is just like, this is the game. This is how you play. There's going to be good players on the other side. It's just kind of who wants it more, who can be more resilient, and who can kind of get the job done at the end of the day, right? It is a volleyball game, it is a match, and that's what's so exciting about sport, really. Yeah, we want to show them it wasn't a fluke and that we can kind of do that again. I know our last match in the first half, it was also another 5-set match. Today we did it again, but we're not looking for 5 sets, we're looking for a win. And I think they know on that side that we're a very capable team of doing it, and it's time to go out there and show them tomorrow. It's like, okay, we know we're playing each other, so it's like coaches can do a lot of funny things at the end of the season, but I expect them to throw out their best guns, and we're going to do the same. And we want to see a good volleyball match, because that's what we're here for, right? So I'm excited. I think it was hard to be upset after the game, obviously, because the guys played so well, and it was a good push, just kind of a small blimp at the beginning of the 5th set, and then we kind of had to crawl back from behind. But yeah, quick loss, quick emotions, release it. We get back onto the next task, and then realize you're going to playoffs right away was kind of just a quick little bittersweet moment, and no real time to actually be too down on ourselves, because you got to get. And part of being a good athlete is just releasing the negative and releasing everything that comes your way, and just moving on to the next task, really. So that's part of being professional, which I think our guys really did, and I'm proud of that.